So this is our CompTIA A+ class. So if you are just joining our channel for the first time, our channel is called CompTIA A Academy. So with this channel, if you want to follow us, you have to subscribe to release our video. So what we do is we create opportunities for everyone in tech. So you want to be a tech professional, if you're thinking of moving to tech, you are in the right channel. So this is where we help beginners to learn about IT. So if you're in a career and you want to transition to tech, with our channel we can be able to build your profile, give you the technical experience you want, we explain practical terms to you, we tell you about the latest technology, So this channel is all about IT training, IT training, IT news, cybersecurity. So if you are so interested in becoming a tech professional, I would advise you to stick with our channel. So please, I also advise you, please kindly subscribe to our channel so that you can be getting all our videos. So we are still on CompTIA A+. So we've done lesson 1, now we are in lesson 8. So what I want to advise you, that you should always stick to our channel. Always look out for our videos, because we give videos every week. We send out videos every week. So if you are following us, in our last video, we posted our last video just a day ago, and now we're continuing another video, another training. So follow us and get the latest videos. Like I said, we are going to go deep into more IT training. So this is just CompTIA A+. From here, we're going to do a lot of training on networking. So we're going to upload so many videos, how to configure a router, how to configure switches, VLANs, so many things. We're going to upload them on this channel. So I'd advise you to stick with us and ensure you get our latest video. Okay, so also if you want to send us an email, you want to be able to write us, and you can send me an email through my email, techaon80@gmail.com. You can send me an email, then any question, I'm going to answer a question. But please ensure you subscribe with us, right? Ensure you subscribe with us, because why? Whatever I'm doing right now, I'm doing because I'm trying to give back to the society. I've been an IT professional and cybersecurity professional for more than 2 decades now, 23 years experience in IT. So I have so much experience. So I'm giving back to the society. So that's why it's good to help us by always subscribing to our channel, so that I will not be there wasting my time, just releasing videos and nobody's watching them. Okay, without wasting your time, without much ado, we're going to go straight into lesson 8. Okay, CompTIA A+ Core 1, lesson 8, supporting mobile devices. So what are our objectives for this lesson 8? So we're going to look at how to set up mobile devices and peripherals. We're going to look at configure mobile device apps, install and configure laptop hardware, troubleshoot mobile devices issues. Okay, there we go. Good. So this class is a very long class. So we'll try, instead of making 2 videos, I will see I can make to compress everything in 1 video. So we have like 40-something slide here. So we'll see how we can compress everything in 1 video. So just stay with us. You can take break. When you're learning and you're tired, you can take a break and come back, continue watching the videos. But I don't want to be doing separate videos. I just felt, okay, this is lesson 8. I'll do all videos in 1. Earlier we were breaking it down. We're doing 2 videos in the chapter, but now I decided to take everything once, right? Instead of packing so many videos, so we have everything in 1 video. Okay, so set up mobile devices and peripherals. Some of the things there you're already aware, so we will not spend time on most of them, because you're already aware about mobile phones, mobile display types. So all these are LCD or all this. So we're not going to spend time about this. We're going to move straight to so we're going to move straight to the mobile device component itself. Okay, so a mobile device is just simply your phone. Your mobile device, your phone, whatever phone you're using, Samsung, iPhone, whatever phone you use, whatever phone you're using, it's all about, they're all the same. So the digitizer function. So the digitizer function is what enables you to see display. That display you see to enable you to touch your touch screen. So that is the digitizer functions. So that convert the analog to digital signal for you, right? So the digitizer function work mostly with your touch screen. So when you touch something, what enables your phone to detect those things, digitizer, right? Okay, so let's move on. We have to be fast so that we can cover a lot. Okay, so again, we're going to spend my all these are mobile device accessories, all these things, touchpad, iPad, touch pens, microphone, speaker, web cameras, and on and on. So we're going to move forward again to the next slide. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here again is Wi-Fi networking, enabling and disabling airplane mode, antenna placement. So these are your mobile device. So go to your mobile device, go to setting, go to Wi-Fi. You can disable Wi-Fi, enable Wi-Fi. So this is where you set up mobile, which most of us were already aware of, right? Okay. So we're going to continue to listen to. We're going to continue slide 8. Move to slide 8. Okay. So similar thing here. We're going to see similar thing. Here we see you have cellular data networking. So this is where you go to your mobile phone, you go to cellular data. You want to be able to select your mobile network. What mobile network are you using? Your data options. You're going to see them here. Your what's data type? In terms of 3G, 4G. This is how you set all these things up, and you select your network provider. So these are where you're going to come to. So you want to see your data that is being used. Amount of data is your mobile your mobile been using. So you can go there as well, like you see here. See, tell the usage of the mobile device on and on like that. Right? Okay. So let's continue making progress. So move again to next slide. Okay. So these are straightforward. Most of us we are aware of hotspots and tertiary. So hotspots. Some of you that are new, you're wondering what hotspot is all about. Okay, so hotspot is just another way of doing a wireless network, creating a wireless network for your phone. So you want to give access to other people to work on the internet. Take for instance now, right? You are home and you have a mobile device, and you have other devices. Apparently, you could have a TV, a smart TV at home, and the smart TV you do watch YouTube. And for you to watch YouTube or probably Netflix, for you to be able to see those pictures, watch YouTube, open to Netflix, you must have a internet connection. Now, we want to let you know that with your phone, right, you can use your phone as a medium to give access to those devices, to the TV. Those devices, for instance, that you can browse. Maybe you have a smart TV, right? From your phone, you can give them internet so they can have access to the internet. So that when they have internet, you can do your YouTube and Netflix. So how do you achieve that? To achieve that is straightforward. Go to settings. Like you see here, go to settings, So when you go to settings, what you're going to do is to enable what? Hotspots. Make your phone ready for hotspot, like you see mobile hotspot. Just go there, go to settings, you go to CompTIA mobile hotspots. Enable hotspots. So when you enable hotspots, what you're going to do now is to go towards security. So you see, you go to security, like in terms of the network name. So enable it, then you give the network a name. Now, network name this is what they're going to see. So anybody that want to access the access, like you're trying to access the internet from your mobile phone, from those smart TV. So what you're going to see is this what you're going to see. CompTIA mobile hotspot, how are you going to see? So in most cases, people use the name of their phone to do the network name. So you give the network and the password. You see, this is Wi-Fi protected access too. So this is the password here. This is security that's being used here. So you give the password, right? And give the password, then you can save it. Then you save it. Then when you save it, you can go to your devices, like your TV, your smart TV, go there, then go to the Wi-Fi, click on Wi-Fi settings. Automatically, you see this name will appear. The name of of the Wi-Fi, the network you created will appear. Then click on the name and enter the password that you just put there. As soon as you just put that, automatically you are good to go. Right? Okay. So what about tethering? What about tethering? Now, tethering, as it implies, is to share data connection with computer connected via Bluetooth or USB. So when you want to share your data with other computers, other Bluetooth, they are using the USB, Bluetooth, you want to share your data with them, share data connection with them, you can do tethering. So all those things, those are typical hotspot issues we are talking about now. So we just talked about the hotspot, how to set it up. It's a straightforward thing. You go to settings, then go to tether and mobile hotspot, enable hotspot, give it a network name, put a password, save it, and start to save it. Then you can go to the device you want to access it from. Then you can access it. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, so again we have some mobile connected devices here. So your laptops, they have laptop ports. These are how you can use to connect it. So your laptop have cables and other things that you can use to connect. Your laptop have ports, USB ports, USB ports. There's many ports we can talk about. It could be a USB converter that you want to use to convert your port. It could be I'm just looking at the port I have. It could be a HDMI port. It could be a COM port. So there's so many ports, your laptop, right? So it's most importantly, what you need to understand about some of these laptops that some of them come with fewer ports. So what it means is that if you need to connect it to devices, to a maybe projector, and the port you have there is not compatible with the projector, you have to go and buy a converter. Converter like a USB converter that will convert for if you are using a USB, USB, and you want to connect to a projector, and the USB projector, your laptop doesn't have a HDMI port, so you need to get a converter that will convert a USB to HDMI. All right. So the same way, if you are using a VGA cable, VGA cable on the back of a laptop, the same way you can also buy a connector that will enable HDMI and VGA to work together. So the same way your Apple devices, your smartphone, all of them, you have your Apple devices, your Samsung, your Android devices, all of them, they have their own connector as well. Serial interfaces too. So serial interface is just, I explained serial interface like your COM port, they use serial interface. Serial interface is just something that has to be with, where you can connect some modems, some internet modem as well. Then you can also connect, back in the days, most of the serial interfaces that use mouse, they use them on mouse. Use them on mouse and for game ports, that back in the days. But these days, most of the ports have been replaced, most of the serial ports have been replaced by USB. Okay, so let's move on. Bluetooth. So another interesting topic is Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is another interesting topic, right? So let's say, for instance, you have some files, you have some data on your laptops, right? Or maybe your colleague at work, and you need to transfer the data to your phone, right? So if you're not a tech savvy, you find it difficult to be able to do that, right? So when I mean tech savvy, I mean someone that is not so very good in IT work, tech work. So you're not, this kind of people, they're not tech savvy. But if you're a tech savvy, you actually know what to do, right? You can do it so that we can get it done. Some people can send it to their email, then access on their phone like that, So, but you can do it, make it very easy, right? To make it easy means that your laptop has check if your laptop has a Bluetooth connectivity, enable the Bluetooth on your laptop, then same with your phone, enable Bluetooth on your phone. Then as soon as they're enabled, then you just do what called pairing. So when you enable pairing, it means that your both devices, they have to be able to see each other. They have to be able to see each other. When they see each other, the next thing is what your device, the device they're trying to connect, will be asked to provide the pin. So the pin of the pin, right? If this phone is what I'm trying to use, right? I'm setting up pairing. I'm trying to connect to somebody else. So what I have to do, I set it up, I pair it, then the connected device pair to. I'm going to see a pin, a code is going to appear. So what I have to do, whatever code appear, I have to give it to the connected device. Then connected device put it inside the code, which is the pin. As soon as you put it, then we connect. The two computers can now pair together. Then we can now test connectivity. How do you test connectivity? We can test connectivity by going to your document file, your files, where the location of the file is you want to transfer. When you go there, click on it like you're sharing, like you want to share a file, a folder, whatever. You just click on it. When you click on it, you're going to see Bluetooth, right? So you click on the file, then you check Bluetooth, right? If, for instance, I'm trying to share let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say. So if, for instance, I'm trying to share a document, I'm trying to share this document, I'm showing my camera, okay, so I'm trying to show you something. What am I trying to show you? I'm trying to show you a file. I'm trying to share a file. Okay, so let's take, for instance, now see, I'm trying to share this document, right? So what I have to do, I just have to go to this sharing here. You see, normal way of sharing. I'll go to sharing. Then I have to look for Bluetooth. See, I'll look for Bluetooth on my device here. See, I'll see Bluetooth. Here we go. I'll check for Bluetooth. Yeah, this is Bluetooth now. See, I'm going to say Bluetooth. So this I'm going to click on Bluetooth. Then when I click on Bluetooth, it's going to show me what the available device I just paired. Now click on it. As soon as I click on it, what happened? Automatically that file will be transferred towards that device. So that is Bluetooth, right? Okay. Now the next thing is what near field communication wireless connection. So this is another way of connectivities. So most of us we have the NFC, which is called near field communication. So it's a wireless device too. It's a wireless form of connection too that we can also use to transfer. But in most cases, we use it mostly for payment. So of course, we go to the bank, wherever, go to not actually bank. You go to a store, a supermarket. You want to go to the grocery store. You want to buy something. You don't carry cash, and you just want to pay. You pay seamlessly. You just use your mobile app. So it means that your mobile phone must have NFC enabled. So what do you look at for when you're buying a phone, right? Look at a phone that has NFC, enabled. So if the phone doesn't have the NFC, don't buy it. Which because it means that you cannot be able to make payments like wirelessly with your phone, right? So when I'm talking about what I'm talking about now is what we call contactless. Contactless. So these are contactless. You have the phone. Even your train station, you go to the train, you go to the train, those of you in the UK, in advanced country, so you go to the train station, you want to pay for train so you can pass. All you have to do is just tap it in. So you tap it in, you're going to pass through the barrier, then it's going to go. So that is then same way if you go to the grocery store, you want to eat, whatever you go to, you want to pay, make payments. Same way, you bring out your phone, just tap it. So you don't need to put your phone on top. Just ensure that they have the contact. That they call contactless. Just ensure that they are just within distance. So you just put it then, they just pay, and instantly the payment is made. Right? Okay. So that is for that. So, but meanwhile, before you use this, I need to say before you use your NFC, right? You must have a wallet app. Very important. Wallet app is where you can transfer money to. So you must link your wallet app to your bank app, right? Go to Google, right? Go to Google Apps, Google Payments. Go to Google Payment. You cannot create your wallet. So transfer money from Google Payment, transfer money to your Google Payment. Then you cannot link which should be your wallet app. Then you cannot link that to your link it to your mobile app, your banking mobile app. As soon as you've done that, then you can be able to do this transaction through contactless, right? Okay, so that is that. So it's very easy, very seamless. We all use it, so most of us use it. So it's very seamless, not so difficult to do. Okay, so what I call another means of connecting devices it's called port replication and docking stations. So docking stations are just simply a device that give an extension to create multiple computers. So say for instance now you have like 10 computers, right? So you have 10 computers, and in the 10 computers you have, you want to work in a way that you can access all the computers, right? So instead of you buying several okay, let me break it down now. So this is my laptop, right? This is my laptop, right? So I need to connect my laptop with other stations, other stations, right? So what I can do is to get a device that has multiple connections like this. See, multiple connections like this. That will enable me, just that device, to be able to connect all those devices together. So what you are doing is what called docking station. So you are creating the docking station. So the docking station is just similar to something like you see now. See a cable here. So this cable could go to your, very easy now. Take a look now. Say you want to connect your phone and your laptop together, right? The phone, so that your laptop. So you might just get a. So you see now. See this is the docking station, all right? So this is the phone. The phone goes into the docking station. Then we have other words, other ports. Yeah, see those ports now. They cannot go into what? They can go into other computers. Maybe 2 more computers. They connect to it. So what happened now? You've done what what a seamless connection between your devices and your phone. So that is what docking station is about. Just give you just a device that enables to extend your display, your monitor, and other devices connect together. So that is what docking station is. So they said with port replication too, port replicator too, the same thing. It just enables you to have give you a port that can connect several ports together, can connect several devices together. That is our port replication. So they work similarly with port replication and docking station. They are similar, so they work together seamlessly. Okay, so let's make big progress. So configure mobile device apps. Okay, so the next thing now, 8B, configure mobile device app. That is now we're looking at now. So mobile device app, they are just what we used to connect our OS application with for our OS, like you use Apple iOS, Android apps and stuff. So all these are mobile apps. So we have the iOS apps, we have App Store. Then we have developer tools. Developer tools are just for tools that we can use to, you want to monitor the system. Like aside, what you see on your settings, there are other tools. You want to see more about the app. So you want to see some insight thing, you want to troubleshoot it, you want to find some certain things, like you want to monitor the app, the performance of the app, you want to see how the app is doing function. If you're an IT person, you are very enthusiastic, about some certain things about the system. You can go to developer tools where you can be able to do some technical work on that, that software. So that is for developer tools, right? So, like the word implies, not for everybody. It's for technical people. So, you want to see like back end of the system. Want to do some certain technical work, want to do some background check on the system, on the phone rather. So it's developer tools is used, right? So Apple Store, we know about Apple Store for Apple, Android Store for what? Android as well. So just like we have developer tools too for iOS apps, we also have third-party stores. Third-party stores usually are where we can get softwares, from other Play Store, from other application that are not Google Play Store. So you're trying to get another, instead of you install it. So for instance, I'm using a Samsung phone, right? So what I have in Samsung is Play Store. So I could equally get another software that I could download, another app that's not Play Store that can download software to my phone. So what I'm doing, those apps is called third-party stores, where you can get other software that are not in Play Store. Permission too. So permission is very important. So ensure each time you install an app on your mobile phone, whenever you install an app on your mobile phone, you must ensure they have app permission, or else you don't need to use it. Like what we see here. See, so what we have here now, all these are apps. So you have to go and settings and go to permission, go to app, see that they are enabled. So if one of them is not enabled, which means the app will not work. So if you have issue at times about opening an app, go to settings, go to the app, and go and see if its permission is allowed. Okay. So account setup, very important. When you install a new devices, you need to set up an account for it. So that account is set up can synchronize your device if you're using an Apple device, you can synchronize to Apple so that you can be able to know that your data are stored in the cloud. So if you are joining for the first time and you are wondering what is cloud, well, we talk about cloud in lesson 5. So go and watch we talk about cloud in lesson 7. This is lesson 8. Go to lesson 7. We explain about cloud, different kind of cloud system, multi-cloud, multi-tenant. We talk about infrastructure as a service. We explain it. We also talk about software as a service, platform as a service. So go back, go to our video, talk about private cloud, go to our video on cloud, we explain so many things about the cloud systems there, so you can go there. Okay, so your account setup, why you have to do an account setup, so that all information on your system can be synchronized towards the cloud environment, so that it's just like a backup. So in the event that you lost your devices or something happened, your device is stolen or something happened, the device got developed fault, and you have another devices, you don't need to cry that you've lost your data, your information. All you have to do, just log in back with the same account. So once you log in back to the same account, automatically all your files, on the cloud will just synchronize back to your phone. So that is that. But your contact, everything will just synchronize back to your phone. Okay. So types of data. So these are what we're talking about: synchronization. Your contacts, calendar, all those things on your phone account, even your password, apps, everything can be synchronized back to your phone. That's how I explained. It can be synchronized back to your phone, right? So we also have email too. How to set up an email, So you could have, say you work in a company now, right? You could set up your email in a company. Say you work in a company, you have an official email that is given to you, right? So you could just do set up your company email on your phone. You can set it up on your phone. It's very easy. So what you have to do, go to email configuration options. So when you go there, it will ask you, just go there, you go to the email configuration options. Then if you go there, you will ask you for to enter your email address. You put it on, you add it, put the password. And there's some information you also have to do to give the email service, even though it's not going to work. One of them is called the SMTP and POP3 port numbers. So we have SMTP, POP3, and IMAP. So all these are what services, internet service tools. We in our previous lesson, I think that should be lesson 6. Yes, we explained them. So all these are networking services too, the internet service too, right? Because they enable networking. So they come under the application layer. We explained all those things in our previous lesson. Right? No, sorry, they come under the So all these ones they come under the application layer. SMTP, POP3, IMAP. All these are services that we use for enable communication. So they are in networking. All the services that we see here now, they giving the numbers that they used to work together. Just like we say IP address of a computer in the application layer, all the services, they are giving numbers. We call them post number. So when one computer is trying to demand on the service, like for instance, I'm trying to send an email, right? Which of the services does that to send emails? SMTP. And SMTP has a number attached to it, which is port 25. That is called port number of 25. So that 25 is what we use to send that email. So what we are saying here is that if you're setting up an email, those two things are important. Your sending email port number have to be configured, and your receiving email must be configured. So we talk about 2 services for email receiving, right? Which is POP3 and IMAP. We said those are they are for receiving emails. Then for sending email, we said SMTP. We're not going to spend much time about this because we explained all these things in our previous lesson. Go back our videos, watch lesson 6, and on. If you have issues, I'll advise you just start from lesson 1 so you can follow us all through our A+ lesson that we'll be teaching to get to lesson 8. So if you've been following us from lesson 1 till lesson 8, congratulations and well done. Just keep up. Very soon we're going to round up the A+ class. Then that means you can start preparing to take your exam. Now after that too, stick on to practicals. So I'm going to upload a lot of practicals. Like I talked about visualization in our previous class. I'm going to do the practical, how to create virtual machines, how to install virtual machines, the hypervisor, how to download hypervisor and set it up. I'm going to do all those things. I'm going to teach you how to, enable computers together, put IP addresses and ensure they communicate. I'll teach you how to create DHCP server, DNS, all those ones I'm going to teach you. Right? So it's very important. And also teach you how to configure a wireless network too, a wireless router. I'm going to teach you how to set that to configure it, which is called SO. So all those ones, if you follow our video, if you follow our trainings all the time, after the A+, CompTIA Plus, the next thing I'm doing is a practical for networking, and I will explain all these things inside. So kindly stay with us and ensure you follow all our videos, all our lessons that we're going to give you, right? And stick to this channel. Remember, I said, please subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel, please. Thank you very much. Let's continue. So still of synchronization, we know about the synchronize. You can synchronize from Google your synchronization method. You want to take everything away from your phone to the cloud. You can synchronize. When you have your phone back, you can be able to synchronize back. How do you synchronize back? Just go to your settings, sign in with that same email address you used to sign to the cloud environment. Sign in. As soon as you sign in, then go to synchronize. Then what are you synchronizing? Go there, enable all. Like you see, calendar here is off. You can enable calendar, the contact, and all these things, all these things you want to enable all, and you can be able to synchronize, right? Okay, so two keywords there: enterprise mobile management. So these two keys are very important, right? Mobile device management are just simply a software that helps to manage mobile. So it's a software that can manage mobile devices. If you are working in a company, right? So most company they have a software that can use to manage all devices that are coming in. So similar with the mobile application management. So the mobile application management is the software inside. So it's an enterprise software that you can use to manage all mobile devices. All mobile devices you can install on devices. You can if a user lost his mobile, he or she lost her mobile devices, you can go to your mobile device system. You can block that devices, so that nobody can have access to them. You can block it. You can wipe out whatever is on that. You can wipe it out. You can reset the device of a mobile phone. So all those things are very important. That what we used to manage mobile devices. So I talk about it too. That enterprise one too, where you can be able to manage enterprise applications. From there, you can install applications inside mobile devices too. All this one, you can deploy apps, software inside these mobile devices. Okay, so here we go. Two-factor authentication, very important. So we know what two-factor authentication is, right? So it's very important for your phone, your email, your files, and whatever you are doing now. For security reasons, always ensure you do two-factor authentication. So you could do your phone. If someone wants to access your phone, or someone trying to access your phone, you can do two-factor authentication. So they can use a lock screen. After lock screen, they can use a password. So that in case someone managed to guess a password, they can just the next they see a pattern. So your email too. So if someone trying to hack my email, a couple of some weeks backward, my Gmail, someone trying to hack it. So if I don't got in, what happened? So some time ago, I paid for a subscription online, So I just told someone to pay for me, a friend, very close friend, to pay for me and use my password to just because I was far away. I needed it urgently. So, but I did that because I knew that I had two-factor authentication on my phone, on my email. So even if you try to access my email, I knew that I have to get the alert to my phone about to accept it. So that's why I had to give my password. But apparently, the friend is now aware that I did that. So, after a while, I noticed that same person is logging into my email. I was shocked. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy started coming to my email. So I just look at it and I'm like, wow, someone trying to access your email through a device. I was like, Jesus, I just denied it. I called him. I said, what are you doing? Are you trying to access my email? He said, no, it's a mistake. I just smiled, So it's very important that we enable two-factor authentication for privacy, for security reasons, right? Very important. Okay, so location service, right? So all these are location service. So today, anywhere you are in the world, right? You can enable people can monitor your movements. They can see where you are. They can be able to know your location everywhere you are in the world with the help of what geolocation services. So it's good that it's good that even your mobile devices too. That's why if you lost your mobile devices, it can be traced at anywhere you are. You can trace your mobile device anywhere. So always enable all this geolocation service on your phone. Global positioning system, as anywhere you are, whatever, at any point in time, you'll be located. No matter where you are on this earth, the position you are, your location, that's the exact spot. It will talk about it, right? Then this triangular by via orbit system is all about devices. Any devices, laptop, mobile devices, motor vehicles, long they have internet facility, right? They have all those facilities on the internet. They can be tracked down anytime. The exact location they are, they can be to know them. Indoor positioning system. So what about the indoor positioning system, IPX? So you just simply, whereby if you get to a place whereby there's no satellite cannot get to that place to locate that person. So the indoor positioning system can be able to take over and ensure that that location can be traced. So like the word is IPS is a network of devices that track people or assets inside enclosed spaces like airports, see, malls, warehouses, and where satellite could not. So where you have a place where satellite could not penetrate, so you must have the indoor positioning system that can track all those places that the satellite cannot penetrate. So you have assets, your Wi-Fi, your malls, you want to track all those things, you must get an indoor positioning system. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so the next thing now is 8C, install and configure laptop devices. So how do you configure laptop hardware? So let's see, this is going to be straightforward. So these are, some of us, we don't need to do this, right? Obviously, we don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. So if you have your laptop, advise you take your laptop engineer, right? But for the sake of knowing sake and for the sake of exam, just a few things we need to know about, right? So have a look now. The blue screen, these are the screen of the laptop, the keyboard, the touchpad, input and output port. So these are where you have your ports. So your USB port and on and on. Okay. So please, let me tell you about laptops. Laptops are very, very fragile and very, very sensitive. So when you open just in lesson 1, when we teach you how to assemble a computer, how to assemble a computer, the VM part like that. So the parts are not the same with laptops, right? So laptops must have they have their own personal screw. So they have their own screw, very tiny screws they have to use. So it's different way that if you don't do a laptop, if you use trying to force a laptop, that will get broken. So and when you break a laptop, even this keypad you see, if there's a way you touch it, right, you're going to lose some keys. Some keys just fall out and to fill the device. So I also advise people, if you're not a laptop engineer, don't open a laptop, right? Just take it to a laptop repair who will help you to do that. So don't try to say you want to don't, even if you are an engineer and you've not done, if you don't experiment to build so that you don't spoil your laptop or somebody else's laptop, right? Okay. So all these are so straightforward, right? So these are just laptops, and now similarly too, we also have the battery too. So this is laptop battery. So the battery, you must know how to put the battery, honestly. So every laptop user must know how to fix a laptop battery. So what happens is that in the back of the laptop, there's always a clip. So what you have to do, get to that clip, press it down, push it down, move it towards. If it's on right, move it to right, move it left. Then as you move it left, press it down and bring it out. So that's how to take the battery out. If you want to fix it now, you want to put it back the same way. Take the battery back. You don't need to press it inside. Just press it inside. Just slip inside once. So if it's on the right, you push it to the left. If it's on the left, push it to the right. So it depends on how the laptop is in position, how the laptop makes. So if the maker made push right, you push it. If the maker made push left, but there's always a button at the back of it on the edge of the laptop that you can see that you just press and take it out, right? Okay. So now, like I told you, see, if you see the laptop now, see, I told you the internal component of the laptop is different from that of of your normal desktop PC. See, there are small components here. But when we did these are memory anyway, but it's quite different from the previous memory we saw when we did the assembling of a building system. Component assembling, when we did it in let's say 1. So they are quite different. So all these kind of components now, if you don't know how to do them, don't go there. But if you are a good engineer, you can try to because I do change my RAM on my laptop. So it's easy to do that, right? If you're a good engineer, if you're a good computer engineer, if you work with hardware before, you can only do that, right? This you can try. Open the back of the laptop, open the back, then there's some tiny place you see some open, just unscrew them. They have laptop, unscrew them. Unscrew them for, if this is the memory, you're trying to take out the memory, take a look now. These are clips. Just use your hand or two hands to push it, expand it, open it, then the RAM will come out. Then you can change your RAM. To change your RAM, just put it inside. Don't force it. Let it go in straight. Then as it just goes in, it just laps. Then automatically, those two clips now that you push it will just come back and you fix it back. Right? Okay. So, at times you need to upgrade your RAM anyway. So, of course, I've upgraded my RAM. If you buy a RAM, your RAM is 8 gigabytes, right? RAM. And you're a person that use so much data a lot, you use so much application, you watch videos online, you do streaming, you use a lot of graphics, then after a while, I'm telling you, you need to upgrade your memory. So if you want to upgrade your memory and you just feel that maybe you need to urgently, the time we're going to see engineer, and you can't do that. So just take it out, take out the laptop, unscrew it, the back fit. You see the button there, you just unscrew it, bring it out, then you see the memory. Like I said, you just put your two hands on both sides, yeah? This one, this way, put your two hands, just press it right, expand it, comes out, take it, bring the new one you bought. I mean, we don't just replace memory. Before you replace the memory, look at, memory has type. They have different type, DIM1, DIM2, DIM3, DIM4, they have different type of memory. Ensure the memory you're buying is exactly the same one that is on your laptop. In most cases, bring the memory out first and take it to a buyer or a seller and show them. They will now advise you this is what to buy. Okay, so let's continue. So hard drive, these are hard drives too. So this hard drive, this is a 2 terabyte hard drive. These are kind of hard drive. We put this hard drive inside they are inside laptop. So not just laptop, I'm sorry. These are the big ones. These are what you find in PC. So you can see this on PC. Laptops hard drive are usually small. So we call this hard drive SSD hard drives. This one we call them SSD hard drive, right? So solid state device. So that we'll call them. So all this type of hard drive is this type of hard drive that goes into the desktop computer, right? So very important, right? So they have a SATA interface. All these are SATA interface. So lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, I'm sure we explain all those SATA, how to connect them and stuff like that. Okay, let's continue. So keyboard and security components, well, no much talk about keyboard. We have to move on. So we're done with that. Then go to lesson C. So lesson C is how to troubleshoot our mobile devices. Lesson C. So how do you troubleshoot mobile devices? Very important. So let's take a look. I'm sure okay. Yeah, mobile devices, troubleshoot mobile devices. Okay. So poor battery health, what do you do? Poor battery health. So means that what the battery retain less charges, severely decrease runtime. So when you have these kind of symptoms, that means what your battery is poor. So at least one time the health of the battery is going down, so you have to go and replace them. After a while, you notice that what the battery if it used to be 100%, the battery used to charge for 100%. When you're working on your laptop, it gets 100%. After a while, now it starts dropping to 90. All these are discharge. Decreasing runtime. These are poor battery health, right? Improper charging. So risks from leaving battery charger unattended. So a lot of time we can just leave our battery and leave it for years and don't care about it. When it's full, we just leave it on. So it's also not good too. So we also have to be able to, your battery is full, unplug it, right? And make sure that your battery is always charged. Swollen battery. So if you notice your battery is swollen, if your battery is swollen, if you noticed it anytime at any point it's swollen, just take it out and dispose it, or else it's going to affect that laptop you're using. The same with your phone too, right? So very important. Hardware failure. So popular hardware failures, we have overheating, liquid damage, physical damage ports. So if you notice all those things, overheating from your phone, your screen, the camera, anywhere is overheating, then it means that what the first thing to do, you have to shut down the phone, shut it down for a while. It's possible that you might leave the phone in a place that is not cold, in a warm environment. So after a while, the phone will just start, producing overheating. So when you notice your phone doing overheating, the first thing to do is off the phone, switch it off, and leave it off for a while, let it cool down. After that, you cannot bring it on. Right? Okay, so also watch for physical damage too, like some part that are being damaged. Check for it and ensure that they are being replaced. Very important, right? Okay, so screen calibration issues. This all has to do with your display. So what kind of display you're using, your laptop display, your screen display, your digitizer issues, all those ones, they are part of what screen calibration. So you have to check your backlights, if you're using a laptop, go to your screen display, check your display, check your resolution, and if your images are not showing properly too, you also have to find a way, upgrade your backlight, go to your backlight, the background, check all those ones and fix all these issues that do with your laptop display. Okay, so this is just connectivity issue. There's some software we can use to be able to check connectivity of our radio, how our radio is working, the signal strength, how they are performing, all these are just test and be able to do that, right? Okay, so we have come to the now. This is our last slide. So we're coming to the end of lesson 8. So it's possible that your laptop, your mobile devices, they can get viruses too, especially your phone, right? Because most of us we use our phone, we go to any site we want to go to, we see any free stuff online, we open it, we see any advert on any advert on, we open it. By doing that, we are attracting what we call malware. So a malware can create a backdoor on your phone. When I mean a backdoor is the way that an attacker gets access to your phone without you knowing. How does the attacker get access to your phone? Is by what you've ignorantly done. Ignorantly, you've clicked on an advert online, or you downloaded the software online. It's free. Download on your app and you're using it. So by the time you download it, that software online, you've installed a software that will create a backdoor. Like a connection. Open a window for somebody to be able to have access to that phone. So whatever you are doing, each time the attacker, the hacker wants to come to the phone, it can come in anytime because it doesn't have a connectivity, just like someone open a back door for you. So the main door is locked, but the back door is open. So what happened that anytime they want to come in, they will just come through the back door because they have the key to the back door. So the same with your phone. So if you go and download software that is not that you don't know, that is free, or you see free adverts, all those ones, they will just be able to come. They are just way your attacker come to the system and they have authorized access to your system, even your microphone, to your camera, all those things are part of it, right? Data filter, you can steal your data and so many things like that, right? So watch out for all those things I just explained. So finally, we've come to the end of lesson 8. So thank you for staying with us. I look forward to see you in our next video.